All right. So next up, we have something interesting. We have the Oscars that's adding another category to, you know, another like category for like awards, first awards, and it's gonna be called the fan favorite category. And what's it gonna be is that the people get to vote. So it's not the Academy that votes on what's the best movie. It's the fans that actually pick this one. I think that should be for like a lot of these movies that get nominated.
I think that was the case. That should have been the case initially, and then what was it like a couple blockbuster movies, as I call them, where like they drop so much money, you just have to vote for them.
Not even that, but like
They just
a lot,
funded. They just
like
funded it to the
what a
point
lot of
where
people have been saying about like how Star Wars really does it, like, cause literally like right before, I don't know what the deadline is for, you know, when your movie can still be nominated for that next year, but there's a deadline like right before that deadline. Star Wars, like there's been years where the Star Wars will just drop right before the end of the year, and it's like now they're the biggest hype around, so it's like okay. I got so like we have like even though there's been a lot of great movies that has been out before the Star Wars,
we're all
with all the
focused.
hype, we're all focused on Star Wars. So now we gotta nominate them.
And then even when like what the Force Awakening is the Force Awakening the one with the one that no one really liked because of Rey or something.
Yeah, that one was not a
Even
big
that
favorite.
one, just because they brought back the old stars. Yeah, you brought back old cast members. You had the nostalgia factor of everybody else.
Yeah.
You dropped it right before the nominees. But with this case now, you're gonna have more like directors and filmmakers are gonna be more inclined to make better movies. It's gonna be less movies focusing on like CGI and actors, and more movies focusing on
A good,
a
a good fucking story. Like
and like the actors like potential, like just like I'm not saying don't disrespect, like them all, but like Nicolas Cage, Denzel Washington, Samuel L. Jackson, like these actors are not saying they're typecast, but they're all play the same similar roles. Keanu Reeves, you know what I mean? So
I
it's
mean, he's had some movies where it's like okay, this is not really. I mean, like
but I'm saying those are movies in the past.
nah, like when he did Toy Story 4,
Who?
Keanu
Yeah.
Reeves, he played a character in Toy Story 4.
Yeah, who's a voice?
I mean, but still, everybody's like, "Oh, shoot, it's Keanu Reeves." You know, whatever.
I mean, again, I didn't even know he was in the movie. I seen the movie. I couldn't pick up the voice. But but I'm saying like in other movies or newer movies, you have like the guy from Nobody. That was a shocker to me of how good that came out in terms of an action flick, because he's a comedian. You know what I'm saying? So it was like you're gonna get more actors like him rather than your traditional action actors or your go tos. I guess I should say. Like I'm looking forward to see more of that dude from Ten Rings.
Yeah,
the
I
Asian
think
guy.
I think this category is gonna like eliminate all the like, I guess kind of Hollywood drama of saying that, well, oh, how come all these superhero movies are getting so many nominations, blah blah blah. Like, because there was really one year where Marvel was getting a lot of nominations, but it's like, yeah, that's what the fans are liking. I think the fan favorite category is gonna kind of, I wouldn't say tailor to that, but it's gonna, yeah, like those big movies that do good in the box office and get such great like and just bring fans out are really what's gonna fit that category. So now when you see like best picture, you're not gonna have to worry about, oh, well, the hype behind this movie is gonna overshadow that, or no, just you have your fan favorite, which I think most people are gonna really pay more attention to. Like,
Now, to be fair, it was a twofer. They're trying to get movies back up being good, and then they're trying to get the views back on the Oscars. I guarantee you, heading down the line, you got Emmys. Emmys is gonna pull the same thing. And what's the other one?
I mean, also I think this is also just so
they'll do this.
I think this is also so you could just avoid the whole like, oh, the Oscars always get it wrong or something. Like, yo, with this category, y'all picked this.
Right. But I'm saying now we have to view the category. You know what I mean? You have to now guarantee a viewership for that segment, that segment alone. But you at least will bring up viewership. And if the Oscars
because they said last year it was like the lowest. Like they said last year was like the lowest viewership for that. But I mean, I think it's just also the fact that like the way we are looking at the Oscars. It's not the same. We're not watching it on TV. Like some people don't even really have cable, so it's like you're just watching. Like you're watching the highlights on Instagram, or they should focus more. I think what TV is gonna do in the future, they're gonna focus more on engagement rather than just views, because no one's gonna just sit down and just watch this like 3 hour award show.
Oh, there's people
that half of the time like they're only showing like the main categories. They're not showing all these other categories that don't really get televised.
And it's just a bunch of people saying thank you for some shit we ain't even asked you to do. Like we ain't asked you to play that role. I ain't asked you to say, you know what I'm saying, just sit down and take your reward and walk off the stage.
I mean, yo, some people
Ricky Gervais nailed it, bro. Shut up. Stop saying your speeches. When he did that monologue, bro. Classic.
No, I think some of them are different. Like, yo, like with Daniel Kaluuya, like when his speech I think was great because when he won for Judas and the Black Messiah, like, that was a good speech. I like that speech.
I don't know. Was it David Atkinson? Is it David? The man from Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean took an award, bro. Thugging, son. He thugged. He walked up on the stage, walked off. That was it. No speech. He just walked up on stage.
Just like your diploma.
Got off the stage.
It's like here. It's like the handshake, the picture, just walk off.
I was like, bro,
don't do nothing extra.
That's it. Not saying you need a thing. You can do a couple things. Hey, thank you for all voting for this. Appreciate it.
I just hate when they be trying to drag it. It's like, yo, you ain't like.
And it's all about
what be funny is when people don't be expecting to win. Like when that one year that Parasite had won, and they're just like,
what they need to do.
Well,
since you focus on negatives, just throw in all the negatives of movies and stuff go throughout the thing, and make that an award. Like not to poke fun, but Alec Baldwin's. You know what I'm saying? But like showed like the things that have had like your negatives in the movie, because all we focus on is the movie industry is just the positive notes, but you don't see like when something went wrong or something happened or where they recovered it or such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like show the offside of the Grammys. I'm not saying Alec Baldwin should get an award.
I don't know about that, bro.
But I'm saying like in terms of because that girl who's the armorer on Rust. She should, like I'm saying, like highlight her, because like right now she's getting chewed out. But in terms of like her professionalism and what people are saying, it's the exact opposite of what the narrative was. Apparently, she did a good job. She did a great job. It wasn't even her fault. And so now it's like, why not? I guess you're black stuntmen. They don't get their awards.
So like just have like honorary mentions.
The people
and
of
shit.
The back, the people of the
the awards for the
damn
scenes crew.
Yeah, I'm saying
like costume design, stuff like that. You know,
mm-hmm. The stuff behind the scenes where people like even though it's rough and the bad things happen
in a movie.
You know, those like best sound VFX. You know what I'm saying? Just have a nigga in the corner hitting stuff, and it's that he made your sound effects for the movie, and it's like, yeah.
Or like what if it's like or best stuntman, something like that.
Right. But it's just like
I think those are just things like those are things that the average viewer is not going to pay that much attention to.
How do
you're also thinking about that like too, because like if you're into film, then of course you're going to be interested in the sound effects, stunts, all this stuff. But the average viewer, they don't pay attention to behind the scenes. They just focus on the finished product.
Which is fair, but like, how many of us know who Ryan Reynolds' stunt double is?
I
You know what I'm
didn't.
saying?
I didn't think that he has just one stunt double. I thought it was just a stunt double for each movie he does.
No, but that's my point though. But like Ryan Reynolds has a stunt double, but he's in a mask the entire time. The dude be on the field about the same amount of screen time as Ryan Reynolds. And like, yeah, he's not the one saying anything, but your man's still doing the acrobat, whatever fight scene, taking a hit. We don't say nothing to him. You gonna give the award to Ryan Reynolds? I mean, I'm not saying no. Don't give the award to Ryan Reynolds, but if he out here taking the harder hits so Ryan Reynolds can get an award, at least get your man an award too for being able to take a punch in the face.
Yo, just because you said that, I just want to real quick before we move on. I just want to say that I don't remember if he did get an award for this movie, but yo, Denzel should have got an award for Safe House because he got a black eye because of that damn movie. He's like, I'm gonna do my own stunts. The whole rest of the movie, he had to do the rest of the movie with a black eye.
Shocked himself.
Boy.
Too damn old.
Should have got an award for that, just for that.
You know what I'm saying? No, the makeup artist should have got an award.
You still saw that black eye, man.
That's still hard work. You
still noticed that he had a black eye, bro.
Cover up dark skin. You know she was sweating. You know she was sweating, boy. She looked going on YouTube. Blackface.
It's like I think I clicked the wrong search. Oh my god.
She gonna have to fix that, bro. No. She's sweating. She gonna be
this is also why you need black people behind the scenes as well. I mean? Oh my god.
It just had me thinking. I feel like other movies who do stunts and have stuff, after watching the Bill Cosby documentary and what he did for the black stuntman, it made me wonder, like who are these other people who do the stuff that be on camera? I'm not saying you're radio man, you know what I mean? Like your radio man, he didn't get an award. Why? He be on, even though he an extra, I get it, but he got enough screen time that even the stars know him by name. You know what I mean? He practically not even homeless now. Because he's been in so many movies in New York City. So it's like when those people, we don't give them the recognition, it's like, all right, I don't mind listening to like Tom Hanks give an acceptance speech or Deion Summers. I'm just making up names now. I don't even know these people. Deion Summers is a name. Or if Whoopi Goldberg does another speech for Color Purple 2.
Oh, Lord. That's supposed to be a play, but
Color Purple 2 Magenta.
Oh man. Let's move on, y'all. Oh my.